sound heard around the world. Coming to you from the Badger's Den in Mount Vernon, Ohio. This is Badger and Barbells with Matt, the Honey Badger, Gottermeyer, and Ian, Vanilla Gorilla, Lashly.
So welcome everybody to the Lashley Podcast, and today we are talking about how to eat every meal at McDonald's, baby, and be healthy about it somewhat. And for those that are listening in, Matt doesn't even know it, I put the Honey Badger and the Vanilla Gorilla intro from we had Badger and Barbells on to the start of the podcast. So that's what you just heard, the Badger and Barbell entrance. If you're listening to this on the podcast, that is after we post it. Yeah. So Matt, what do you think about McDonald's?
I'm at a loss for words right now. And we're looking at the France's McDonald's menu with the McRoyale. And what else did they have? They have corn as a side, along with French fries.
That's completely my bad. I printed the French menu for McDonald's.
That's fine. We'll just go from there. But the goal today is to find the healthiest meal we could select off this French McDonald's menu. Yeah,
I guess we can both kind of give our opinions on it, I guess, or you know what I'm saying. But one thing that I actually really liked that you said was your first thing when he's working on actually a guide for eating. If you had to eat out, like every single day, like every single meal, Matt's working on one for us to post to give to everybody. What was your first response when I told you to make a meal plan for? Hey, if you had to eat at McDonald's 3 times a day, like what would you do?
I would fast. I would continue fasting. You said, let's say you're on a road trip or something, and I said I would just
whatever. Let's say you literally had to eat, let's say you're a truck driver, right? And you literally had to eat McDonald's. I don't know, whatever the reason is, 3 times a day. You said just don't eat.
Yeah, that's what I said. Just don't eat. Just keep going until you find something. Stop at a cornfield. Start picking veggies from somebody else's.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not obviously. Yeah, McDonald's really isn't. Per se, if you choose not to eat there, it's not it shouldn't be your first choice option, obviously. But I mean, we're being circumstantial here. Like, what if you literally have to do this, right?
Right.
I mean, I already Matt's eyeballing the Mick Royale flurry.
Yeah. Well, they have a veggie burger too.
Oh, really?
It's some kind of Cajun chicken meal.
Yeah, this is France.
So, so if we're thinking about it in like, let's say a truck driver,
right?
You have a lot more options than just McDonald's. So
yeah, that's true.
Really.
What if he's driving through Idaho and there's just nothing but McDonald's on Route 67
I'm
or
assuming
whatever?
They have Burger Kings and Wendy's and Taco Bells and Chipotle's, Chick-fil-A. Well, I don't know about Chick-fil-A, but
Chick-fil-A is actually my favorite.
It's like the only fast food I eat.
Oh, really?
Unless you count Chipotle as fast food.
Yeah, Chipotle is probably the best. But as far as this guide too that we're going to do for eating healthy, I mean, technically this could be used for basically any fast food restaurant.
The idea is going to be the same at every single one of them.
Right.
So,
except for you had a KFC, I guess, because I don't know.
Again,
okay.
I would just choose not to eat. I might choose dying of starvation. I'm not sure. But let's get started.
Okay, yeah.
We can get this over with.
We can stop bantering. I know this is Matt's favorite subject here is how to eat at McDonald's. Real quick, when is the last time you actually ate at McDonald's? You've ate at McDonald's before, right?
In my life?
In your life?
Yeah, I used to live on it.
Oh yeah, so
way back in the day.
When's the last time you've ate McDonald's?
I think it was probably. I bet it was 7 to 10 years ago.
Okay.
I remember exactly where I was.
Well, let's hear this.
I was in. Me and my mom and dad and sister were driving to my cousin's wedding in Michigan, and my dad stopped at McDonald's and said, "What do you want?" And I said, "Nothing."
That was your last time you've ever been to McDonald's?
He goes, "Matt, I'm going to get you food. What do you want?" I said, "I'd rather you inject me with the bubonic plague than you get me anything from McDonald's." So he came out with an oatmeal. and I never took it out of the bag. So actually, that wasn't even the last time I ate
Okay.
McDonald's, but that was the last time. And I'll take the kids through anywhere they want.
Right.
They usually choose Wendy's over all of them, but
Right. But you don't get anything.
I haven't eaten at McDonald's in forever.
I do anything to actually get a picture of you holding a Big
Really?
Mac or something. It'd be pretty funny.
Don't hold your breath.
Okay, so food selections, obviously, depending on, obviously, everything's basically made out of blue toothpaste, But so whatever you have to get, though, right? Obviously, they have salad options and stuff like that. Right? What are you thinking here? Do you thinking get like a hamburger? Take the buns apart kind of thing. If you want, like, obviously, let's say you need your protein, right? So you still got hamburger. And
I was just gonna say I'm getting probably, I don't know which one of these between the Big Macs and Quarter Pounders, and
I assume they're all the same thing. Right? They're all the same.
Well, the patty, yeah.
So
I'm getting a couple of those.
They'll come from the same cow,
all
or
I'm eating is the meat.
Just the meat.
Taking the bun off.
What about the lettuce?
The
right?
sauce.
They put lettuce, tomato, onion on it. Would you eat that? Vegetables, right?
Yeah, iceberg lettuce, just packed with nutrients and a lot of water.
What about the tomato?
Yeah.
That's the tomato's
Tomato, onion,
probably
sure.
grown on Mars or something. You
Some,
I guess we should probably be careful. I don't know. We're gonna get sued by McDonald's for saying how bad
possibly.
their food is.
Okay. Yeah, I'm eating.
let
hamburgers.
me preface here. McDonald's is tasty. It's just not good for you.
I'd choose Wendy's over McDonald's.
Well,
Maybe even
yeah.
Burger King.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. I'll stop interrupting
I guess
you.
it depends if we're doing burgers, chicken nuggets, chicken
Right.
sandwich. That chicken sandwich at Burger King is.
Spicy chicken sandwich from Wendy's, I think, is
Yeah.
number one.
Yeah.
If you're watching on Facebook, why don't you share us what your favorite meal from fast food place is?
Your favorite place and your favorite thing to eat. From
Yeah, I like that.
And who's got the best fries?
Okay, that's good. Okay, so now let's give a legit rundown. I'll stop interrupting you. What would be your go-to meal?
What am
For
I eating?
health.
Breakfast or lunch, dinner?
Well, let's do both. Like a break. See, technically, you eat the same thing for for dinner and lunch, right?
Yeah.
So let's just do like a breakfast, then like a dinner / lunch option.
First of all, are we in France or America? Because France doesn't have oatmeal on this menu.
We'll pretend we're in America here.
Okay.
I know we're looking at the French
works.
menu.
I'd probably go with the oatmeal.
For breakfast?
They're like they're tiny.
Right.
Or last I remember them, they were. So probably a few of those. Maybe are the eggs like those formed patties that they probably just throw in the microwave? Or are they scrambled eggs?
I know they
they're
have. They have eggs. Yeah, eggs and sausage and stuff like that.
I might get a couple eggs to get some protein. Probably.
Would you eat
an oatmeal or two, and maybe a fruit parfait if they had one of those.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I like the fruit parfaits. That's a good option. So I guess for my breakfast, I'd actually probably do the same. Obviously, I might just end up slamming a whole breakfast sandwich or 5. But
Right.
but no, if I was trying to eat healthy from McDonald's too, I would actually probably do about the same thing he did. Even getting, I know they have sausage patties and like the eggs or whatever. And something I was going to bring up too. Remember, the restaurant, like it's still a business, and like every business is there to service you, right?
So they'll do the substitutions or the
Right.
special requests. Yeah.
Right, yeah. So, if you kind of are having trouble seeing on the menu or something, ask them. Go, hey, can I just get, 3 eggs or what? What? I don't know how
However their eggs come. Can I
Yeah,
have
just-
3 servings?
Yeah,
of
just give me
eggs?
3 servings and a couple sausage patties, like in a container. If you're looking more towards like a protein, it's like I usually eat more of a protein heavy breakfast if I eat breakfast. So I would do kind of like similar to what Matt said. I'd probably hammer some egg, like ask them, hey, throw some like 3 or 4 servings of eggs in a container with some sausage, like a couple sausage patties or something like that, and you're getting your protein at least. And
So really, all
carbohydrate
you're
crap.
avoiding is whatever form of, I think they do like a biscuit or an English muffin or something.
Right.
You're avoiding the bread,
Right.
and the cheese. And I guess that would be no different if you were at a restaurant and you were watching like your
Right.
carbs or
Yeah,
something.
pretty similar. Yeah. I mean, as obviously, there was a whole other discussion getting into, okay, what if it's like organic? You know what I'm saying? Like the whole organic and
right.
where the meat comes from.
And
like
the fact
obviously,
that we don't really know what this sausage or hamburger is, or
well,
where it came
right,
from.
or where it came from. Like obviously, it's like, okay, we have to eat here. It's like, what would we do? And obviously, you need to get your protein. You need to get like your calories and stuff to help your protein synthesis.
Well, yeah.
So that's what that's what I'd recommend. More or less what he's recommending too is something pretty similar. Okay, so we got a breakfast. So that's our breakfast basically. Obviously anywhere you're at, oatmeal's a good option. He said fruit and yogurt parfait, kind of fruit yogurt kind of deal is usually pretty safe to go with, or obviously stripping down, getting some sort of egg, like a protein. Obviously, that's pretty safe. So let's move on to lunch. What do you have for lunch here? Are you gonna go big and get a McFlurry for dessert, or are you staying away from that?
Well, you skipped right over lunch. You went to the McFlurry. Let's take a step back. I'm probably doing the same thing. Similar to lunch, I'm gonna get.
Oh, real quick, sorry. One more thing on breakfast: black coffee. I mean, if you're into right, they have black coffee, so there's nothing wrong with that. Sorry, go ahead, Matt.
Probably just a Big Mac. I mean, if I'm eating for taste, I'll just eat the Big Mac, right?
Well, right. I mean, we're saying healthy option.
If I'm
right?
looking out for my health, I'm getting a burger of some kind. I'm not eating the bun. I'm going to try to, Again, here's when you can ask to hold that sauce or whatever they put on the Big Mac.
Right. I mean,
some kind of French or Thousand Island or something.
Right. And people don't really realize, like, a lot of the nutritional stuff we give out, or I've seen too, we always recommend, I recommend 0-calorie condiments. Right. I mean, you don't realize how much calories and sugar and everything comes from your condiments, especially like barbecue sauce. Ketchup. Yeah. I mean, mustard's
fine.
Yeah,
hot
mustard's
sauce is fine.
Hot sauce and mustard 0-calorie. But that's something he said that's a huge suggestion. Pull off. Hey, don't put all your magic.
Well, it's like getting a salad with all these good vegetables and stuff, and then dumping ranch on top of it.
Like a whole thing of like freaking ranch.
The whole purpose. So, just burgers. I don't even know. I'm not getting fries. I don't even know what kind of other sides they offer. Except here in France, they offer corn. I don't know if that's corn on the cob or corn niblets or what form it is. I don't like the idea of that. I don't know if I'm getting a salad either.
What do you have against the fast food restaurant salads?
I don't know if I can say.
That's an actual salad?
Well, I read that there's an ingredient in. I don't know if we're allowed to say this, but
we're giving it to them raw.
Okay.
On our podcast, like all the raw.
There's some ingredient in the salads that they also use in antifreeze in cars, or the fluid.
You never drink antifreeze?
Somebody tried to poison me with it one time, but it didn't work.
Are you being serious?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so ever since then, I don't know, plus a salad with, I don't know what's going to come on it. Some croutons, shredded cheese, tomatoes. Right. I'm just looking at a picture.
Which you could request them to hold the croutons if you don't want the croutons on
but
it.
Then I went out to eat with the kids the other night. I ordered a salad, and it was just a bowl of iceberg lettuce.
Right.
That was all that was on it.
I think usually their salads are like iceberg, pretty much.
Well,
I
don't need that. Right?
Well, it's basically eating water, basically. I mean,
right. It's not going to fill you up either.
Oh yeah, that's true. I think you could put chicken on it though.
Yeah, I don't want fried chicken on it. I guess you can get grilled chicken on it.
Right. I think they usually actually offer grilled chicken, crispy chicken salad. Yeah. So what was your final lunch / dinner? Because you could basically do the same thing. What would your final picks be?
You know what? For the sake of this argument, I'm just going to do. I'm going to do 3 quarter pounders, just the meat.
Just the meat, okay.
I'll get the side of corn just to get a vegetable. And
what
a bottle of water.
What if they don't have corn?
In America?
Well, right. I've never heard of McDonald's serving corn in America. But maybe they do. Obviously, I haven't been there either in a long time.
What else do they offer besides fries?
Hash brown, hash browns.
Well, I skipped those at breakfast, so actually those aren't probably.
I mean, potatoes or whatever. I have one client that gets unsalted French fries. I mean, obviously, it's still cooked in the grease, yeah. But yeah.
I mean, that fits your whole theory of even if you're doing something a little bit better than the way you know.
Right.
Okay, it's still an oil, but it's not salt and oil, so it's a little bit.
Right.
You know.
So I think for mine, I would either do one or the other. As far as I mean, I don't have any problem with the salads, right? I mean, I'm not gonna hate on the fast food salads. I'm not saying they don't have antifreeze in them or whatever,
Right.
but
That doesn't bother you.
Right. No, I actually like Wendy's salads too. I think Wendy's actually has somewhat of a green leafy vegetable salad. I guess it's still like in a peel off container that probably has been in the refrigerator for about 2 years, but it's
a step up.
Right. So I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong if you need to go and you're at a fast food restaurant. Like obviously the salads are always. I mean, if you don't if you don't know what to do, right? Like always go for the salad. Like right, you can't necessarily go wrong with the salad. It's probably gonna be lower in calories. Even if you just get a salad with chicken on it, you're still gonna get your protein. Even if you don't want to take the croutons off, I know it's some carbohydrates, but it's not gonna be enough to like kill you or anything. As far as it's gonna be a lower calorie kind of. I guess you could say a little more nutritious, rich kind of form. I mean, I think it's always a safe go-to if you're looking for healthy. But besides that, yeah, I mean, I would say quarter pounders, like double quarter, like as many patties as you need. And actually, I was going to bring this up too. I don't want to put their name on here, but I know one of the gentlemen that actually goes to the gym. I don't know if he does this anymore, but he actually goes to one of the Wendy's here in town. And he has like a request with like the manager at Wendy's. Like, I just want like, I forget how many hamburger patties it was. It was like 50 hamburger patties. And they just put it for him in boxes and he picks it up on Mondays.
That's what he eats all week?
Yeah, and that's like what he eats. He eats like the hamburger patties. So once again, like special requests, like if you just want your protein, because protein is important to keep full and, it does a bunch of other crap. We don't have to break it down super in depth here. But I mean, right, just ask them for the hamburger. Like, you could just ask them, hey, just give me, like, 4 hamburger patties, and they can prorate it or whatever. But, just what Matt was saying, I'd roughly do the same thing, quarter pounders with, hamburger patties. Give me 3-4 of them, however many you need to get full.
And if we do a podcast about this, but like I was working on the other day, when you're eating out in more, like, sit-down restaurants, I talk about how you can ask the server, what comes with this, what goes into it. Can I have this, add this, remove that?
Right.
To make it, like, if this is your only choice, then you want to make it, how can I make the best choices possible from this menu?
Right.
And then something else we're working on, and if I knew we were talking about this today, I would have saved it, but I saw something on Facebook yesterday. It was a recipe for, like, a homemade Big Mac.
Oh, yeah, you make the stuff at home.
Without the bun, it's like a bowl.
Right.
But it's got the meat and the cheese and the lettuce and then whatever that sauce is
right.
that everybody loves. And then they compared, the price it took to make it,
right.
and then grams of protein, fat.
Right. Yeah, any of the stuff you just make at home really too.
Which is what we're going to get into. We got another thing going on with how to cook and shop on a budget and stuff like that. So
right. Which the last thing I'd say here for the McDonald's thing too. Obviously, we have like either salad or your hamburger or something, just something easy, simple. Like I said, always go with the salad if you have trouble. But drinks, right? Drinks are a huge one, which I know you talked a lot about. But like zero calorie or low calorie drinks. Like a lot of people are drinking, a ton of their calories plus 1,000. I'm going to say this: drinking, a month's worth of sugar in like one day. And obviously, I know McDonald's has sweet tea that everybody loves, but I mean, I looked it up before how many grams of sugar like a McDonald's sweet tea has in it, and it's literally like a week's worth of sugar, like in one. If you get like a large, right? I believe it's a large. It has like a week's worth of sugar in one drink, man, in one drink.
And their Coke's great.
Right.
I drank pop, that was the best Coke you could get anywhere. Was from McDonald's.
Same thing, probably literally a week's worth of sugar in like one drink.
Yeah.
So I was going to suggest, like, obviously black coffee, right? They have coffee. Obviously, they have bottled water. You can get a cup of water. They do have unsweetened tea. Like,
do they?
Yeah, they have unsweetened tea. Which I mean, if it's legitimately unsweetened tea, right? I mean, there shouldn't be sugar. Yeah, there shouldn't be sugar in it. So you're talking literally a 0 calorie drink if you want something else besides water.
Good deal.
Do you think so?
Again, it's a better option than,
Right.
Right. Because we're not talking, what we've been talking about isn't eating for taste or pleasure. It's eating for health. So,
Right, eating for health.
I mean.
Which I bet a stack of quarter-pounder hamburger pies still tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
So.
And then a sundae after that.
Okay, real quick before we wrap this up, what would be your dessert?
From McDonald's?
Yeah, since we have the French menu in front of us, what would be your dessert pick? Then we're gonna wrap this up here.
Not the apple pie.
Oh, dude, I would eat like 5 of those.
Really, I never liked them.
Yeah.
I'd get the sundae with the hot fudge and the nuts on top of it. I like those.
Yeah. The nuts on top of the hot fudge sundae.
Yeah. Go ahead, say it. Whatever.
Well, I was saying. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching and listening. This was the Lashley Podcast. We talked about McDonald's today and what your options were. Thank you for listening. Just remember, whatever you do in life is going to echo into eternity, baby. So if you believe it, you can achieve it. Thanks for listening and watching.
Have a good week.